of our live streaming of the EPL match, and it's a Super Sunday because we are bringing to you live and watch along game between Arsenal and Manchester United. It is the biggest derby when you talk about derby football in England, EPL. And you can see in the studio I have two fans with me here, a Manchester United fan and an Arsenal fan. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. I can see you guys' voice is not going up. I can see the fear in their voice because they know it is the biggest derby, and I'm sure they can't really wait till the end of 90 minutes, and you can see how much they are anticipating for their team. It's 4 minutes gone in the game already between Arsenal and Manchester United, and that game is coming live from Emirates Stadium. That is the Arsenal home stadium. And don't forget, last season Arsenal actually, they bottled the league, and Manchester United finished in, I think, third position, right? And you can see how much they were happy last season, and that shows the level Manchester United are now. To you, the Arsenal fan, what are your expectations today for your team?
My expectations today, I'm expecting my players to play well for me, and I'm winning this match.
Okay, you're expecting your team to win today, and I have a Manchester United fan in the studio also. But before that, we go into the game. It's 5 minutes already, and it is an Arsenal throw-in, and on our screens we can see it's Ang is on his field, looking relaxed in this game. There's no pressure already. It's just 5 minutes into the game, and I'm sure there's no pressure. To my co-analyst today, I'm without my regular analyst talking about Yemite and Solomon. They are my producers today, and they are watching behind the screen. And I'm sure Solomon is there watching his tickets, because he will be supporting Arsenal. He played Arsenal, I'm very sure. I just hope that ticket won't go the other way side today. The game between Arsenal and Manchester United is in the 5th minute. We're approaching the 6th minute already, and it's a game both teams are still trying to settle into the game. And it's Manchester United who are still with the ball possession very early into the game. Approaching 6 minutes already. We're in the 6th minute of the game already, approaching 7th minute, and the ball is with Onana at the post. And we can see him coming straight to the midfield, and that is what Onana to do. And it's, I guess Lens, it actually backfired, whereby he considered a goal, whereby he left his goal post and came to the midfield, and unfortunately he was found out of place. Olamide, good having you today. I can see how relaxed you are. It's Manchester United against Arsenal. What are your expectations for this game?
Yeah, I'm expecting my team to come out with the fight with all the strength, because this can be a momentum game. A game you pick on momentum with. So yeah, I'm expecting us to come out with all the fights we have in our body and come out with the win. Okay, I expect your team to come out with a win, but it has always been a problem for Manchester United going to Emirates Stadium. We saw you last season at Emirates Stadium, but unfortunately, because I have an Arsenal fan here today, so fortunately you guys lost that match at Emirates Stadium last season. What do you think your coach is bringing different from what happened last season?
I think from the match that happened last season, I think we've learned some lessons that we can put into this game and come out with something in it.
Okay, he expect Manchester United, out of nowhere to pick a win at the Emirates Stadium. Tunji, you happen to be an Arsenal fan, and I can see how happy you are in your jersey, but though you're looking pressured, but don't worry, it's the Emirates Stadium.
He's playing man, and he's on the hot seat, he must be pressured.
I can see the pressure on his face, but you have nothing to be scared of. You are used to playing Manchester United. This is the oldest derby when it comes to, and the biggest derby when it comes to England football. Though both teams already found themselves on the other side of history, because I can't remember the last time these two teams won the EPL. They have about 30 years between both of you. Arsenal 20 years, Manchester United over 10 years right now. So that is like 30 years between both of you.
But you know what? One is the senior and one is the junior. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to ask who is the senior, who is the junior right now. And we're at the 8th minute, approaching the 9th minute. Both teams are still trying to settle into the game, and Manchester United are passing all around. And Manchester United are playing in their away attire. That is the black and white stripe and the black shorts. The black and white attire is looking like that of a zebra crossing, while Arsenal are playing their famous home jersey, the red and the white shorts, and still trying to gain momentum in this game. And Arsenal back in possession in the Manchester United half of the midfield, but they chose to go back into their own half of the game. This game is still looking very much settled. 8 minutes, there's no pressure between action already. How will you rate the game right now? I think you guys should be settled right now.
Right now, I can read this game. The game is still early. but we can see that both of them, they are just trying to.
But
develop their skill.
I think Man is more starting on the front foot. You see, we mean business. We are not here to play.
Game in this season, EPL game, and the first game against Nottingham Forest, they actually won that game 2-1 against Nottingham Forest, and the second game against Crystal Palace, Arsenal took an away victory in that game 1-0. And just this cumulative week, that is just last week, Arsenal played a 2-2 draw with Fulham, and now they are in week 4 playing against Manchester United. And don't forget, earlier on today, Liverpool picked up a 3-0 victory over Aston Villa. Good one for Liverpool. They are starting strong this season. Zoboszlai was amongst the goal scorer. That is one of their new signings this season, and it's proving to be a wonder. Trying to play, still trying to form a way of getting to dominate play, but it hasn't really been an open play from both teams. It has actually been, a game they are still trying to get to know each other in this game. 10 minutes already, we've not really seen much of action in this game, but it's Arsenal with the ball possession, and they are trying to create an opening of playing from the back. And let's go straight to the starting 11 of this game. Arsenal are starting with their favorite formation, talking about the 4-3-3 formation. Coming to you, Tunji. 4-3-3 formation for Arsenal, and going straight to Arsenal first 11. Aaron Ramsdale's in goal post, and there's still no starting 11. There's still no starting shirt or debut for Raya, who Arsenal got from Brentford. Nice. And in Arsenal defense, they have Alexander Zinchenko as the left back, Gabriel Mingalis in central defense, pairing with William Saliba. While in right back, they have Benjamin White, and three midfield trio, they have Kai Havertz, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard. Up front, they have Gabriel Martinelli, Edward Nketiah playing as 9 in the absence of of Gabriel Jesus. And in the left wing, they have Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka has actually been a fantastic player for Arsenal, no doubt.
Yeah, you're a very fantastic player. He's our key player.
Yeah, he's a key player, and you have to agree with me that the way Arsenal actually play depends on the form of that certain Bukayo Saka. And straight to Manchester United, they're playing the 4-2-3-1 formation. Coming straight to you, Olamide. We saw you guys in the transfer window getting, Regulion and Amrabat. Yeah. How do you intend to use Amrabat in this midfield?
I think there's a lot of fixtures, and if we should watch the performance of last season, there are so much fixtures for just one player to be in the.
And we have us now with a chance, and that might just be the first goal. No, but that was a miskick from the big money signing, Kai Havertz.
How can you want Havertz to score against Man?
Wow. Havertz should actually be doing better there. He had the chance. That was just him and the goalkeeper.
What was this?
Just him and the goalkeeper, but that was a misplaced pass from Havertz there. Oh, I think there was an handball there. Let's see, VR will be checking there. I think there should be an handball against Anthony Martial. If VR will actually be checking that, but it looks like it's an Arsenal corner kick in their team last season, and it's Arsenal with a corner kick in the 13th minute, approaching the 14th minute of this game. But Manchester United were able to clear their lines and off to an Arsenal throw-in. Arsenal is already growing into this game, and they're playing in front of their home crowd, so they have the home fans. They have nothing to actually be scared of in this game. 30 minutes already in this game, going back into the midfield, and let's see what Arsenal are trying to create out of this. They are choosing to go to their talisman, the man in form, talking about Bukayo Saka. He is the man of the moment when it comes to Arsenal Football Club, and Arsenal are still with the ball. Manchester United are playing with almost all their men back in their box, and it's looking like a more defensive and more mass attack and mass defensive game for Manchester United in this game, with Arsenal getting so much into dominated play. That is a good pass, but Manchester United defenders were able to clear that, but into the hands of Martinelli. He will be going face to face against the best defender when it comes to one-on-one, talking about Wan-Bissaka, and he did a good one defensively.
Martinelli doesn't have the quality
to Arsenal. He corner kick to Arsenal there.
Martinelli doesn't have the quality to beat Wan-Bissaka
No. We all know that when it comes to one-on-one, Wan-Bissaka is the best right back. Defensively is the best when it comes to one-on-one. And Arsenal has a corner kick right now, and this game is already in the 14th minute. We are approaching the 15th minute already, and I can see the pressure on my guest. And it's Arsenal corner kick, but Onana was able to push that to safety, but that is half safety. Manchester United have the counter. You can see Manchester United eating on the counter, but Arsenal through Zinchenko, we were able to gain possession. He went back to his goalkeeper. Okay, you can hear that from Olamide. He says the pressure is on Arsenal. Going straight to Manchester United, starting 11. Manchester United are playing their favorite 4-2-3-1 formation. Olamide, how is this formation to Manchester United? 4-2-3-1 formation.
Well, I think is the currently best information of Manchester United right now. I'm talking about Rashford coming from the wing, and then you have Anthony, then Bruno supporting the striker too. So yeah, I think it's a very good information. Okay,
he thinks Olamide Inter Milan and gave a good account of himself. Though Inter Milan lost that game 1-0 to Manchester City, but today he's playing on the red side of Manchester. Let's see if we'll be able to push Manchester United to the first Premier League title in over 10 years. In the first, they have Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Lisandro Martinez, and Thiago Dalot. There's no space for Regalio starting in this game. Central in midfield, midfield, they have Casemiro and Christian Eriksen playing as the two pivot defensive midfielder. While up front in the midfield, they have Anthony Bruno Fernandes, who is the captain of Manchester United, and Marcus Rashford playing in his favorite left position in the attack. And we have Anthony Martial starting up front as a lone striker in this game. Marcus Rashford back to the left side. That is his favorite position when he plays. Do you think he will give a lively performance today, knowing that he already picked Benjamin White as his favorite customer?
He already picked Benjamin White. Yeah. I think talking about Benjamin White is just Benjamin White already ate Rashford. One-on-one with Rashford, I think he's already dead. He knows he's dead. So Rashford doesn't need to choose him. I think it's just Rashford is a good player.
Okay, Rashford is a fantastic player, no doubt. We all know that. Straight outside the game between Arsenal and Manchester United to other centers in La Liga, we have the Mallorca against Atletico Bilbao game in the 76th minute already. That game is 0-0. And in Bundesliga, we have the game between Union Berlin and Leipzig. That game is also 0-0. In France League 1, we have Nice against Strasbourg. That game is in the 43rd minute. That game is 0-0. We're giving you live updates from those centers. And don't forget to also subscribe to our channel talking about Premier Sport Fan Centers. And back to the game between Arsenal and Manchester. Arsenal with a corner kick, but he couldn't, Declan Rice couldn't bring his header down to threaten the goalkeeper. We've seen Arsenal, threaten more at the Manchester United. They've knocked more at the Manchester United door than Arsenal. We've seen Arsenal threaten Manchester United more than Manchester United threatening Arsenal in this game. Olamide, we've seen some 18 minutes approaching 90 minutes in this game. We've not really seen Manchester United, settle into this game. Is that looking like a problem to you?
Yeah, I think it is, but I think one finish can just settle the scores of the game. So yeah, it's still 0-0. So I'm not really bothered about their performance so far.
Okay, I'm sure he's not really bothered. And you can join the live segment whereby you can drop your conversation in our live chat. You can drop your prediction. We can give you live feed of that game, but we can give you live analysis of it due to copyright. So we can only give you live analysis and live coverage of the game. Solomon Joseph, yes, the match have started. It's 15 minutes now, and no goal has been scored by both teams. Yes, we're in the 19th minute, approaching the 20th minute already. It's still 0-0 in the game between Arsenal and Manchester United. Straight to ball possession in the 20th minute. Manchester United have the better share of ball possession with 57% of ball possession, and you can see the frustration on my guest talking about.
I don't know why
he's looking. What were you expecting Saka to do there?
Okay. Look at the ball. It was. Why would you say there's no contact? Look at this. Why would you say there's no contact? This is a yellow card offense, and you're saying there's no contact. Soft. How is it soft? May they kill him? What are you saying?
Well, that was a foul against Bukayo Saka, and as Manchester United have ball possession right now, we are in the 20th minute of the game, approaching the 21st minute of the game. It's still Manchester United 0, Arsenal 0. Let's go straight to the substitution bench of Arsenal. They have David Raya, the goalkeeper, the former Brentford goalkeeper, a fantastic goalkeeper as the second choice goalkeeper. They also have Takehiro Tomiyasu on the bench. There's also Jakub Kiwior. There's Jorginho, Fabio Vieira, Emily Smith-Rowe is on the bench. Leandro Trossard is on the bench. Reece Nelson is also on the bench. And
that's so fantastic because Gabriel Jesus came in second half, and we might put Tomiyasu, Fabio Vieira to be coming.
Okay, you can see that from Arsenal fan. They are already anticipating that substitution in the second half. Let's see if Gabriel Jesus will be coming into this game in the second half. Gabriel Jesus and Nketiah. Nketiah is starting ahead of Gabriel Jesus. Do you think that is due to what's it called, a tactical approach from your manager, talking about Mikel Arteta? We heard him during the week. He said he used over 30 different formations against Fulham and used over 40 formations against Manchester City. Don't you think he is overtaking like his former boss, talking about Pep Guardiola?
Yeah, he's overtaking because he's looking at Nketiah has footwork, so he can move the ball. But Gabriel Jesus will still go back and go and strong for ball. But Nketiah can deliver for us.
Manchester City, and don't forget, Gabriel Jesus is one fantastic striker when it comes to the game of football. Straight to the Manchester United bench, they have the new goalkeeper they got from Fenerbahce, Ate Baidri, on the bench. And there's also the returnee, Johnny Evans, and there's the ever-present former captain of Manchester United, talking about Harry Maguire, on the bench. There's the fantastic young man talking about Facundo Pellistri. And there's another fantastic player, Alejandro Garnacho. There's also the young Daniel Gore. There's the new signing, Sergio Reguilon, Hannibal Majri, and Rasmus Højlund. Fantastic bench for Manchester United, no doubt. Olamide.
What can I say? The bench is hot, you see, it's spicy and it's entertaining.
Okay, you can hear that from the Manchester United fan. He say
People, they look
he say the bench is hot. But the game is not heating up already. It's just 22 minutes and it's still 0-0. We've not really seen much attack from both teams already in this game. 22 minutes and they're still trying to find the first shot on target. It's still 0-0 shot on target, 0-0 shots off target in 22 minutes. The match is not really living up to expectations. Is this what you guys are expecting in this game, or you guys are being disappointed in the 25th minute of the game?
You can say I'm playing Man U because Man U just came to my house and come and play defensive game.
Okay.
I won't say I'm disappointed. You see, I'm talking about this match. This jersey particularly, we won with 2 this jersey preseason. So Arsenal is like scared of this jersey already. So I'm not even bothered about the performance so far. There's still second half and there's still enough time to grab something in the first half.
Okay, you can hear that from Olamide. He says there's still enough time to grab something in this game. 25th minute, we are approaching live up to that expectations. Going back to the live chat, we have Adeyemi Afolayan. Good job you guys are doing. Please tell the Arsenal fan to calm down, because high blood pressure is real. Please, you have to calm down.
They don't connect with that jersey already, so don't worry.
Okay, Adeyemi Afolayan also says, my prediction is Arsenal 2, Manchester United 1. Wow, that's a big one. We also have Mary Olugbodi. He says, from my analysis, both teams will score, but Arsenal will be, because okay, the full-time scores will be Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1, Arsenal to win. Everybody are putting the prediction on Arsenal to actually defeat Manchester United. But I have Olamide in the studio who is expecting, a shocker in this game, an offset whereby Manchester United will win. But 24 minutes have gone in this game. We've not really seen both teams, muster out a shot on target. It's still 0-0. The game is looking like a drabbing game that might just end on a full-time draw. To me, I believe it's going to end on a full-time draw.
That's not possible.
Wow. And you can hear that from the Arsenal. What do you think?
So I don't think this match is going to end in a draw.
Okay, they don't think this match is going to end on a full-time draw. The 25th minute approaching 26th minutes of the game already. Still Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0. And this match happens to be a special match to me because today is my birthday and I'm here anchoring the game between Arsenal and Manchester United. It's not Chelsea playing. So the full-time scores doesn't actually affect me. I'm just here to enjoy the
what
game
scores
of
do you
football.
want? Be your birthday. Today be your birthday. What do you want?
Full-time draw is okay.
No. We are not giving you that.
Full-time draw is okay for me. And we can see Onana back in his goalpost, and we can see him with the ball. If there's one thing Onana is actually comfortable with, it's the ball with him at his feet, and it's Arsenal trying to muster out something in the defense against Manchester United. That's Manchester United having what they actually be fancying this game, a counter, and they are opening Rashford. Let's see what Rashford is going to do. Is against that is a good cutting. Rashford for the first goal. It's Manchester United 1, Arsenal 0 in the 26th minute. Immediately I saw that counter, I knew Manchester United were going to go for that killer, and Rashford got that against his favorite player. I was talking about that. Rashford loves playing against Benjamin White, and he took that. Yeah, he's turning Ben White into his customer. And I can see Tunji is smiling. You still believe there's a comeback in this game, right?
I'm winning this match 3-1.
And you can hear that from Tunji. They're winning this match.
You can also see last season.
Oh, we saw last season.
Rashford
Right?
scored the first goal.
Okay.
So
and you eventually won.
But excuse me, not with this jersey. I'm talking about this jersey in particular. Not with this jersey.
Wow, that was a good one for Rashford, and that shows the killer player he is. I've always been an advocate of taking Rashford back to this left position, not in playing as a striker. And good one for a good hit from him. Ramsey had nothing to do. He has no question. He has no answer to that questions from Rashford. Yeah, good one from Marcus Rashford. Good hit from Marcus Rashford, who happens to be Manchester United highest goal scorer in the 2022-2023 season, and he's starting the season on the hit. And we can see the excitement on the face of Eric Ten Hag. And you can see Onana also jumping for happiness. It's Manchester United 1, Arsenal 0 in the 27th minute. We are approaching 28 minutes. That is what you get. You know, that is what they bring to the table. A team that is showing they want to actually win this game.
You know, we let the boys play. We let the man. Let the
Okay, we are approaching the 29th minute, 28th minute already. It's Arsenal trying to get a response to this game. That's what they are trying to create. And it's Arsenal in the box with this be their equalizer. It's an head-to-head score. Boy, fantastic goal from the Arsenal captain, Martin Odegaard, with an immediate response. You can see that is made from Norway, and he gave Arsenal the way back into this game. Good one, fantastic one from Martin Odegaard, Arsenal goalkeeper, Arsenal captain, and you can see the fans at their home talking about the Emirates Stadium. Immediate response, 1-1, and we can see Olamide is dumbfounded right now in the studio, and we can see Onana tell his player to calm down, calm down, calm down. Game on, Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Fantastic goal, Olamide.
Talk to the Arsenal fan. It's not my goal. I don't want to comment about it. Yeah, but it's fantastic.
I'm trying to say now. Last season, Marcus Rashford scored the first goal. So I now scored 2 goals. Double goal, that's 2-1. Before second, I will now draw the match. But they are looking for a draw last season, but they cannot even see because this is Emirates. I'm winning this match 3-1.
Okay, you can hear that. This is Emirates. Arsenal is winning this game 3-1. It's their home stadium and the favorite hunting ground. Where if there's a place they call the Fortress, it's the Emirates Stadium. It's a fortress for Arsenal. Martin Odegaard scored that equalizer, looking like a fantastic captain for Arsenal. And don't forget, Marcus Rashford got this game rolling. 29 minutes already. The game is 1-1 between Arsenal and Manchester United. And straight to the comment section, Mary Olubide. Happy birthday, Bishop presenter Shegu Adeyemi. Go Arsenal. Yeah, you can see that's surely an Arsenal fan. And this goal has actually breathed in a new life, you know, of believing to Arsenal that they can get this game, and they're taking the game to Manchester United right now. Olamide, your goal came off a counter attack. And before I bring that question, we can see Saka trying to pull one out there, but Manchester United defenders were up to the task, and it's Manchester Arsenal still piling up all the pressure on Manchester United and playing more ball possession right now. You know, it has really been Arsenal since that goal. Olamide, was your way back into this game?
We just need to be composed. I think that Arsenal goal is too early. Maybe we lost composure after the goals because the marking was not there after the goal. I don't even know what happened after the goal. It was like we just lost composure all of a sudden and we let in easy goals. Talking about all the goals we've been conceding from the start of this season are just avoidable goals that are not meant to be considered at all. Because we are playing in the Champions League and we are playing good teams, you don't concede easy goals like that.
But that was not a cheap goal. That was actually a very
definitely not an early goal after you just scored. The goal score didn't last for a minute, so it's too very cheap.
Okay, that is what we get when we have the biggest derby in England, talking about the game between Arsenal and Manchester United. No doubt this is what we actually live up for when it comes to the game of football. Arsenal won, Manchester United won. 31 minutes already played in this game, 14 more minutes to go in the first half. Do you still see anybody going ahead in this first half, or is it going to end 1-1?
I'm still scoring one more goal, making 2-1 first half.
You can hear that.
You can see what they are trying to play. Manchester United are playing defensive game. Now they came to
and
play.
you can see
They are
the
looking for a
confidence.
draw and they can
But currently now we are in their half, but we are playing defensive game.
And you can see the confidence in Tunji. He believes Arsenal going to score one more goal in this first half. Let's see how
Wow,
that's going to
another
happen.
customer.
And that is Rashford on the ball against Benjamin White, and he chose to give a pass out, and it's Manchester United with another but the way. Hey, well, let's see that shot. Where is it going? It's going off from a Manchester United corner off a shot from Eriksen. Fantastic shot from Christian Eriksen there. But it went to the wall of Arsenal and off to a Manchester United corner kick. Let's see if Manchester United can actually make this corner kick count, and let's see if it's going to be the second goal for Manchester United in this game. That was a good hit from him, because that looks like it was sailing down into the goalpost, and it's the corner kick to Manchester United on the 32nd minute. Meanwhile, we are approaching the 33rd minute of this game, and we can see Ramsdale on our screen trying to compose and trying to get his defense to actually mark very well.
Casemiro, do your
thing. See Saliba in the box. Also, Casemiro is there. Bruno Fernandes standing ahead of the corner kick, and it's a good corner kick to Manchester United, but it sails over the rivers of air there. He couldn't get anybody, and Arsenal trying to eat on the counter. Let's see what they're going to make out of this. Manchester United were able to block that, but see Arsenal, who are in with the ball possession. It has really been Arsenal since scoring that goal.
You can see I'm playing well, so I'm teaching them football. Because the formation they try to bring may not work out for them.
Okay, they say the formation is not working out for Manchester United. And look at Manchester United formation. They're playing the favorite 4-2-3-1 formation in this game. Let's see what they're going to create out of this game. We've seen two goals in this game already.
Do you think Arsenal will be able to cope with Man U in the second half? Talking about the substitution and everything.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. Let's see how the first half is going to end. 35 minutes, 33 minutes already.
You are talking
about in the first half. We are approaching 34th minute.
You cheat the second half. You see.
Okay. Olamide is giving up in the first half already.
I'm not giving up.
He believes in the
second
half.
I'm just letting him know.
Arsenal are going to come up with something. We're in the 33rd minute, approaching the 34th minute, and we can see Martial just losing that out for him. Is that going to be a Manchester United throwing or Arsenal throwing? Okay, it's going to be an Arsenal throwing. Yeah. And Arsenal taking all their time. They are not in a rush to take that throwing. And we can see Bruno Fernandes doing what he knows how to do best, talking about him complaining on the pitch. That is the Manchester United captain. Benjamin White is taking the throwing for Arsenal. It's 34 minutes already. We are approaching 35 minutes, talking about we have 15 more minutes to go in this first half. It's the Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Both goals were scored, between 1 minute. And that shows the intensity of this game. It's a game that is living up to expectations, no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear that confirmation from Olamide. It says yes. And we're in the 34th minute, approaching 35th minute. Is Onana on the ball right now, and he's taking it down into his defense, and that is what I call an attacking goalkeeper. No doubt, he's an attacking goalkeeper. He does very good with his feet, and we can see him playing very well with his defenders, and he's taking that into this midfield. I can see my producer talking about Yema is smiling. You can see the other producer, my co-producer, talking about Solomon. He's on his phone for the past 30 minutes. I don't know what he's checking on his phones, but it's still Manchester United. I know he's praying Manchester United don't score that goal, and it's Manchester United with another one into the box of Arsenal, but he was pushed out of the Arsenal defense, but the ball is still being played by Anthony Martial, but fortunately that was let out. But he has Gabriel, who is playing like the angel Gabriel, the biblical angel Gabriel there, and he was able to push Anthony Martial out. It's a throw into Manchester United, and with the ball is with Dalot, who is taking the throw, and he chooses to go back into the Arsenal midfield, deep into the midfield. Let's say it's still Manchester United with the ball possession right now, and they're trying to play it calm and play it, and let's see if they can dominate play. Olamide, I'm coming straight to you. Anthony hasn't really looked like the Anthony at Ajax. Do you think it's still his time, or is right now we should start seeing him as a flop?
You see, first, Anthony is a very young player.
Okay, 22 years old. Don't forget, 22.
There's still time to learn, and don't forget this is Premier League. I always tell people, Premier League is not easy. You don't, though there are players that come and hit the ground running, but there are still some players that have to be patient. That you have to give them the patience for them to perform. I would say it's totally a flop, though he has not lived up to expectation, but sometimes I think Anthony is the kind of player that is still ready to learn. Talking about his game, sometimes people are complaining that he's not moving ball with his right foot. The last match against Nottingham Forest, I saw him delivering 2 or 3 passes with his right foot. So yeah, I think he's improving.
Okay, Anthony is improving straight out from now. You heard that from the Manchester United fan talking about Olamide. He says Anthony is improving, but I don't think he's on the level of that young man. Talking about Bukayo Saka. Don't forget, he was rated as the best young player in Premier League. Talking about last season, Bukayo Saka is a fantastic winger, and that is why he is playing. And he's one man that the English national team can't actually play with in his young age, and that is Manchester United with an attack. But Anthony he actually let that loose. 37th minute already in this game. We are approaching 38 minutes. It's Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Arsenal on the counter. That looks like a red card.
How is it a red card?
That looks like a bad foul there. It looks like a yellow. It has a yellow card too. What's that? Oh, against Nketiah. But that should actually be a red card because Nketiah was the last man there.
But he went for the ball.
Lindelof got a yellow card. He took one for his team there. He actually let that out. He was expecting that to actually go out for a throw-in. But for a professional footballer, I don't think he should actually be allowing that to go out for a throw-in. Wow, that was a bad foul. I'm very sure VAR will be checking that because that is a potential red card which might actually, give a new face to this game. Let's say VAR is going to check that. Lindelof with a yellow card in the 37th minute, approaching 38th minute. And I see the pressure on my Manchester United fan talking about Olamide in the studio. He's looking pressure. He's praying that will be resigned and changed to a red card. Well, you can see the referee is already, starting gameplay, so it's not going to be a red card. It's a yellow card to Lindelof in the 38th minute of the game already. It's still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1, and the game is being played at the Emirates Stadium. That means Arsenal are at home, and the ball is right now with Anthony, which is to pass back to Lindelof, who went up for a long one into Manchester United half. But Manchester United, the game is still being played in the midfield. We can see Antonio on the ball, who is barraging on the long run, and he chooses to pass that ball out to that is Rashford on the ball, playing one-on-one against Arsenal defense. Went for a call-out, but that went way off the goalpost, and he's disappointed in himself because he expected that to actually go against he should expect that to go to the front of the net, but no, it's not going to be a goal. Rather, the ball had other options. Good hit for him, but it was a wide one. Don't forget the goal scored by Manchester United was actually scored by Rashford in this game. That's Rashford, scoring against Arsenal is not a problem for Marcus Rashford.
Easy.
Oh. And you can
see anytime Rashford scoring against Arsenal, they are going to lose the match.
No. You can just say that when we are playing Arsenal at home.
Okay, the game is played at the Emirates Stadium. Don't forget that's Manchester United home, and we can see
home or away as Rashford murders Arsenal.
Okay, we can hear that. And that looks like a yellow card to Bukayo Saka for a foul there on the Manchester United player. Talking about, is that not Anthony Martial, the foot?
Or is that Bruno?
No, that's Bruno Fernandes. That's Bruno Fernandes on the ground there. And that is a yellow card against Bukayo Saka. Wow, that was a stomping one, and that was a bad foul.
Is that meant to be checked?
No, it's not meant to be checked. That's a yellow card, no doubt, for Bukayo Saka. And you have to be careful in this game. We still have a lot of minutes to play. 39th minute approaching, 40th minute already in this game. It's still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. It's looking like a lively game already.
Who is saying Bukayo Saka needs to be careful? You are not Ateta. Let him not be careful. Let him be reckless, please. Let him.
And don't forget, for 2 straight seasons, Bukayo Saka played all games for Arsenal. 38 matches he has played for Arsenal in 2 full seasons. 2G, don't you think he's been overused by Arsenal? Talking about Bukayo Saka.
Seeing Bukayo Saka as an overused player because at that position right now, no one can replace him. We cannot be using Nelson. We cannot rely on Nelson.
Why can't you rely on Nelson? He's a fantastic player. He's a player also. We saw him come into some games last season, and there were those flashes of brilliance from him.
Nelson is not a player that can come to this match now and make changes.
Okay, he believes Nelson can't make changes. Let's see. And I pray Nelson comes into this game and gets Arsenal a goal or 2 in this game. Don't forget, Arsenal last game was a full-time draw against Fulham, while Manchester United came back from 2-0 to defeat Nottingham Forest 3-2 in a fantastic game. We've seen Manchester United go in to lead this game through Marcus Rashford. but unfortunately within 1 minute, it was an equalizer from Martin Odegaard. That shows why Arsenal led for over 300 days last season, and unfortunately they lost the league to Manchester City. Let's see if Manchester United, the red side of Manchester City, can actually do 1 or 2 favors this season. And let's see if Manchester United can actually pursue for the league, because I don't really see any threats. It's still looking like a league to be won by Manchester City this season. They've gone blazing. And don't forget, Erling Haaland has 6 goals already this season in 4 games. He's not stopping for where he stopped last season. He's starting, he's picking up his boot and making it look like last season wasn't actually a fluke. 6 goals in 4 matches. Fantastic for Erling Haaland.
Can I talk?
Yeah, I want to talk about
I think a player of that caliber of Haaland and playing in a team like Man City, I already see Haaland scoring lots of goals already before he came. So.
Okay, that's the expectations of everybody. And when you spend the big money on a recognized striker like Erling Haaland, anybody watching from the other 70 will tell you he's a fantastic striker, and that's Arsenal with an attack and into the Manchester United box. But that was a wayward, and we can see Tunji is not believing what Martinelli did.
I saw
Martinelli.
I saw some. Yeah, I wanted to talk about Martinelli. I saw someone comparing Martinelli and Rashford, and I was like, just wow, because I don't think Martinelli is on the same level as at Rashford. But the person was saying Martinelli had a better season last season, because he started from the first game that I picked, and he said Rashford started his performance in the second half of the season. So
and that is how Manchester United going with a counter, but unfortunately they lost that to Arsenal. But Arsenal has a free kick deep in Arsenal half. The game is in the 43rd minute already. Still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. 43 minutes of action being played already. We are approaching the 44th minute. 1 more minute of regulation first half time. We'll be seeing how much minute the referee will be adding to give us additional time. In the boys right now, it's Andre Onana, who is out of his box. He does that very well, and he's very used customer to that. And he's taking his time. He's not rushing. He chooses to go straight to the right wing and finds Wan-Bissaka, who has been looking strong in this game already, and Wan-Bissaka chose to go back to his central defender, who finds Christensen in the midfield and back to the Lindelof, who's taking his time. He's not in the rush, and he finds Wan-Bissaka on the right side in the Arsenal half side center of the pitch, and is throwing into Manchester United at the 43rd minute. Right, we are approaching the 44th minute already. Still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Nothing to separate this both team. In the 44th minute, we've seen goals. We've seen 2 goals in this game, and each time the goal came in, I saw my guests. They were so happy that their team scored. Hope Chelsea fans can also have that next week.
Next season.
It has really been a problem for Chelsea, no doubt. And it's Manchester United playing in the half of Arsenal. Martinelli on the ball right there, and he chooses to find Kyle Havertz, who actually lost a very good chance in the first half to give Arsenal the lead. But I just hope that chance lost by him would come to haunt Arsenal at the end of this game. 44 minutes, approaching 45th minute, still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. It's looking like a game that will end 1-1 in this first half, and it's Manchester United with the ball in their own half, very close to their midfield, and they're trying to get into the Arsenal territory. But Arsenal, like the Nigerian Immigration Service, are pushing Manchester United back into Manchester United defense. Just like when Nigerian Immigration Service are actually pushing Nigerians or pushing Nigerians back into their territory against Nigeria. It's Manchester United doing all the passes within their own territory, but they've not been able to create, that spark going into Arsenal defense. Do you think Manchester United is missing the service of Mason Mount in this game?
Oh my God, Mason Mount, no, because Mason Mount has not really been that impressive for us to be even talking about missing him at all. Okay,
Mason Mount hasn't really been impressive talking about him playing for Manchester United. We've seen additional minutes being added in this game, and it's still Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. The game is coming live from Emirates Stadium, and we are giving fresh updates and analysis and watch along from our own studios here in Lagos, Nigeria. And this is Manchester Arsenal on the ball right now in the other time. Let's see if Arsenal can go into the break leading this game, because this might just be one of the last attempt in this game. 45 minutes of action being played. We are approaching 46 minutes already. Arsenal with the ball right now. Let's see what they're going to create. They're very close to the Manchester United defense, and they chose to go back to their winger, talking about Martinelli, who is looking to face off against the Manchester United defender, but he couldn't beat his man, and it's off to a Manchester United. Arsenal corner kick. Martinelli is on the ball. Tunji, don't you think Martinelli hasn't really lived up to expectation in this game?
Martinelli is not even playing well at all.
Martinelli is an average player. He deserves to play in a team like Arsenal for sure. So yeah.
Okay, you can hear that from the Manchester United fan. Martinelli is an average player and they decide to play for a team like Arsenal. I'm not the one who said that. Is the Manchester United fan. And that's a good corner kick from Arsenal.
What
and
is that?
A good control. He's still in the box. And Bukayo Saka. Oh, that was a fantastic hit from Saka. But off to a corner kick. And you can see the disappointment on the young 22 years old winger, talking about Bukayo Saka, who has Nigerian heritage but chooses to play for the English national team. And it's the corner kick to Arsenal right now. In the twilight of this game, it's looking like the end. This should be one of the last kicks of this game. 47 minutes of action already been played. We are approaching 48 minutes. Let's see if Arsenal are going to take the lead in this first half. But Manchester United were able to clear their lines. But the ball is still in a dangerous position. Talking about Arsenal defense. And that is the ball still being played by Arsenal and Ketia. He finds this man who chooses to go to Ben White. And it's looking like an Arsenal throwing deep into this game. But it's another Arsenal corner kick. That was a good reflection, a good thinking from Martinez. And we can see Odegaard on our screens is trying to ginger to Arsenal fans. Get up and support your boys. It's Saka over the corner kick. 47 minutes have been played in this game. We are approaching 48 minutes. Let's see if Arsenal are going to make use of one of their corner kick. Will it end as they go, or will Manchester United be clearing their lines? Don't forget, this game is still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1 in the 47 minutes. We are approaching 48 minutes, and the game is already in the 48 minutes. 49 minutes is looking ahead of us, and that's a good nodder, but off the goalpost. And who else will give you that? It is the fantastic Kai Havertz. Halftime in the game between Arsenal and Manchester United, 1-1 is the scoreline. Courtesy goals from Marcus Rashford and an equalizer for Arsenal from Martin Odegaard. Fantastic first half we've seen in this game, no doubt. I think you guys can take your breaths right now because it's halftime already, 1-1 between Arsenal and Manchester United. Your take from the first half?
I think we've really given it to them. That for those chances they missed, they really paid back for it. We really give it to them. So now it's just about coming up in the second half and just finishing the work. I don't know, just finishing the work in the second half. Yeah, I think it has been a fantastic first half so far. Okay,
Tunji, we've seen the first half, and we've seen Arsenal. At the last 10 minutes of this game, they didn't look really impressive. The momentum and the pressure actually dropped from Arsenal. You've seen your bench. We've read out the Arsenal bench. Who are you expecting, or what are you expecting from talking about Arteta to do in the second half?
Second half, my players, they are still playing well. We are still dominating. You can see what we are playing now. Second half now, we brought in Gabriel Jesus and Fabio Vieira, bringing in.
Is he satisfied? Because I don't want to win 3-1 and he's telling me that.
But right now, Manchester United. What I'm seeing now, they are looking for a draw and they cannot see a draw in this match.
Yeah, you can hear that from Tunji. He says he believes that Manchester United are looking for a draw in this game and they won't be getting that draw in this game. Olamide, what are your expectations? We've seen your bench. Do you think Eric Ten Hag should be making an early substitution coming into the second half?
Well, if there's going to be an substitution in the second half, I want to see more of Rasmus Højlund coming in for Martial. And yeah, just if he's going to make an half-time substitution, it should be Martial for Rasmus.
Okay, if Manchester United are going to make a half-time substitution, it should be Rashford. Martial going out for Højlund, who will actually be a big threat. We saw him at Atlanta last season. We saw him play for the Denmark national team, a fantastic striker with a big money signing from Atlanta. He'll be making his debut, or he'll be looking forward to make his debut in this game against Arsenal today. And don't forget the half-time scores is Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. 15 minutes of break. But we'll be going on a quick breather right now. We'll be giving you, we'll be giving a report of an interview, of what both team fans, on the streets of Lagos actually expect from their team. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back shortly for the second half.
All right, I did here live with Isaac, Man United fan. They call them the Red Devil. You know, I was interviewing one Arsenal fan. They said they go break the devilish horn of Man U tomorrow. But I know said Man U dey gidigba, and I did with Man U fan here, Isaac. We want to talk about the match tomorrow. How you did today?
I did very well.
I see the match tomorrow. One Arsenal fan said they go break Man U on tomorrow.
Yeah, you know they possible now. You know they possible. Tomorrow na do or die. I swear, because last night no one I know say yes for our home. Yeah, you do always dey hard for anybody to beat Man U. But you see for these people home, I know say we go tackle and pride. We get pride. This match now go be like pride match. Yeah. It go be like pride match. Last season we see what happened when they win themselves. 1-1. You win me 1, I win you 1. I don't beat them. This you know the before season starts. Pre-season. I don't beat them now. Yeah. I show them say no, I did for you. That one I warm up. Yes, now that one I warm up. So this one they want play now. Now be the test of time. It shouldn't be that. I swear it shouldn't be that. Okay, look at the reality. Let's be realistic with the situation on ground right now. We'll look at Arsenal from, Arsenal now they get 7 points. Man U also did 7 points. Man U, we saw the last match. Man U came from 2-0 down to come and win. You understand, against Nottingham Forest. And we see it's like Man U in a second half team. Then they always play well for second half. And Arsenal sometimes they go feel rush you, and when they rush you get that goal, they go back to defend with Declan Rice, so they don't buy, they don't solidify their defense party they there, everybody there. So when they don't score you like that, they close shop. So you know go dangerous for Man U. Well, actually, make I no lie, I just tell you the truth. I always fear Arsenal since last season. Since last season, because their ball, they did very, very fast when it comes to saying Saka. They did very, very fast, you understand? But this season now they don't change their pattern. Say if they don't score now, everybody could just fall back, go hold back. I mean say we say we no go allow them score with that. Because now the only thing we go feel win this match. If we not allow them score first, if now we score first, no, we go win this match. If they play with the way they played Nottingham Forest second half, they played against Arsenal today. Now me saying na destruction with that. Yes, now now we go. I don't know why, but I get confidence for Man U. All right, yeah, Isaac. He said get confidence for Man U. Okay, and one thing before I ask you your prediction for the match, I want you to tell me your best 3 Man U players. Where we say anytime, anywhere they call you, say this player is my best player, then they show up, then they come to the party, then they deliver. Just tell me your 3 best for Man U. Make I tell you from back. Now Wan-Bissaka. I still love that guy. Good. You know, fit pass on. Like no matter what, Wan-Bissaka, them more can come midfield. Though Casemiro they flop lately, but say he go deliver. Casemiro they flop lately. I don't know why. Since after they don't give another red card for last season, where he can come back, he does the flop. But I know say Everly. Yes. Then for front. Bruno for that midfield too. Bruno did for midfield. Yeah. Bruno, yes. But you see for that front, Garnacho. He got Bruno. Bruno na vexing man, and they call him vexing man. He dey vex every time, and sometimes if he vex, one go challenge the referee. If they leave and go punch the referee, but we hope. Yeah. Actually, normally lately, Garnacho they play nonsense. I don't know, but I don't know why, but I just feel like they just put on for second half, then Sancho for first half. All right, finally, what is your prediction for the match between Arsenal and Manchester United? We can no lie, if it be 2-1. In favor of? Yeah, Man U. In favor of Man U. Yes. All right, you can hear Isaac, the Man U fan. 2-1 in favor of Man U. That is his prediction. Yeah. I just hope your prediction comes true. Nice talking with us. Thank you, sir. Enjoy yourself. Right, Paul, his name is Paul, and an Arsenal fan, Gunners for life. And right now, yes, as it's there, so in the verse, in the para. Because Blythe said the underrating team, that is Arsenal. And tomorrow, Arsenal want to play against Manchester United. And he want to tell all the Manchester United, say, make them keep quiet. His team are ready. How do you feel right now?
In fact, I dey very excited. Say tomorrow we go show those people who call themselves Red Devil. Say, in fact, they are devil. We go cage them that tomorrow, and I dey very happy. We will break their arms. We will break their back. So regarding that tomorrow match, all the 3 points go to Arsenal. Okay. Anyhow Man you want, if they lie, may they bring anything where they get, we go surely win them that tomorrow. All right, and give you concern, say, the way Arsenal take play last season, Arsenal play very well, and
the way they start this season, they don't start very well because we know Arsenal say if they want to play match, then they score people plenty goals. Then they just score 1, 1, 2, 3, then they score 3 up to 3 goals. But this season, it's like they never score plenty goals. And their last match against Fulham, they no win, they draw 2-2. You know, give you concern, say they never really pick form, and Manchester United go use it against them.
To be honest, I really dey worried also. But I shall know say the experiment wey we dey do for our first 2-3 match go stop tomorrow because we know say na Man U we wan play. That tomorrow now, I believe Arteta will go back to the last season formation wey we use, bringing Partey back to the midfield, playing normal 2, then play our normal 3 also. Okay. So all those experiments don finish. So Man U now, make them go watch out. That tomorrow match, we dey come with full force for the match.
Wow, you don't hear Paul. He say Arsenal they come with full forward for the match tomorrow. So before I ask you your prediction for tomorrow, I want you to give me your 3 best Arsenal players. Where we say, say these 3 players and they give you joy anytime, any moment. You dey happy with wetin they play.
The first person our star boy Bukayo Saka. The guy, in fact, he too good. Anytime I don't see him for lineup, my mind always calm down. Okay. Then the second person, our Rolls Royce defender, William Saliba. That guy, in fact, it be like say, now out of this world, now Arteta go. I mean, Arsenal bring the guy come from. Now very good player, and the other person, no other than our captain, Captain Odegaard. The guy vision too much. In fact, the guy they give me joy anytime I see him for field. I dey very happy say we get those 3 players for our team.
All right, you know here Paul, he say now Rolls Royce defender Saliba. You see the way he describe him. Rolls Royce maybe small money they buy him. Now very expensive. So what will be your prediction for tomorrow match? Arsenal versus Manchester United.
My prediction the way the match they always go. The last 2-3 seasons, Man U go come, they go want do shakara, do like say they're good. At the end of the day, they go still collect 3-1.
You hear Polo so Man U 3-1 tomorrow. Arsenal go flog now 3-1 tomorrow, and if we just hope so you get it right.
You say?
I said we hope so your prediction will come.
It go come true.
Okay.
Go score, but they will collect 3. Now so now Emirates they come. That place now in fact. Na place where they know they like to come.
Okay. Na butcher ground. Okay. Can you give me 1 or 2 players that would say, okay, this player will score, this player 2?
Surely, the person will go score them no other than Bukayo Saka.
Wow.
The last 3 matches now, he score them. You know they like to use see them. He go score. And also in Ketia they in the building.
All right.
Score them also.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Paul, for granting us on. We just hope you enjoy the match as they play it on.
Of course.
All right. Thanks very much.
Come on, you Gunners.
Yeah.
Arsenal and Manchester United fans have said about this game. You can still brag right both teams fans are trying to gain the bragging rights. And in the studio, we've seen it in the first half. Olamide and Tunji trying to gain the bragging rights, and they're both in their red jersey, though one of the team is not putting on red today. It's one of the team talking about Manchester United that in their away attire. That is the zebra jersey, the black and white attire, while Arsenal are playing at home at Emirates Stadium with their favorite home jersey, talking about the red on white jersey. We have a new entrant in the studio. It's one of my favorite analysts and how can I put it? One of my co-analysts here is talking about Yemite. Yemite, you're welcome.
Shegun, thanks for having me. It's a good day to talk football on his birthday, actually. And Chelsea couldn't give him a match or a trip. But it's all right.
Glory be to God. Chelsea are not playing today. I'm actually analyzing the game between Arsenal and Manchester United, not Chelsea. So I'm a neutral today, and I'm enjoying the game of football on my birthday. Still with me in the studio, Tunji and Olamide. Tunji, we've seen the first half at the Emirates Stadium. It's 1-1 between Arsenal and Manchester United. We're going for the second half very soon. Shortly, we'll be going into the second half. What are your expectations going into that game?
My expectation is my players will come in and changing the pattern and play well and play more so that we can deliver something sharp.
But it's looking like you're actually looking scared going to that second half. Are you scared? You're playing at home. You're playing at the Emirates Stadium. I don't expect that that fear factor. You should be taking the game to Manchester United. You are at home. You have a bragging right. This Emirates Stadium. Last season it was a fortress. It was a fortress home. This was where you butcher everybody. You butcher Chelsea there. You butcher this thing, Manchester United there. So you should have the bragging rights. You should, bring that ego out of you. So what are your expectations in the second half?
My expectation in the second half is that my players should come in. Ateta should just make some changes and we play a better game. Okay,
he expects Ateta to make some changes in the second half. And talking about Ateta, he also overthink like his boss talking about Pep Guardiola. Just last week we heard him talking about that he used 36 or so of formation in the game. In Arsenal last game against Fulham, and I was like, 36 formation in a game? Wow. And he went further to say, against Manchester City, in that 90 minutes, he used over 40 formation in that game. That shows, what Pep Guardiola has actually put in the head of Ateta. I'm going straight to Olamide. I can see how happy you are, but you're playing at Emirates Stadium where you didn't win last season. But this season might just be different. Records are meant to be broken. And yeah, it's 1-1 at halftime. We are looking on our screens. The second half is about to start any moment from now. What are your expectations in the second half?
You see, we want to give them the disappointment going into the international break. So we want to disappoint them this second half. We want to cause havoc. Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Okay, they want to cause damages, they want to cause havoc for Arsenal. It's for 45 more minutes. After 45 minutes, we'll be saying if they'll be able to cause that havoc. And don't forget, earlier on today, Liverpool defeated Aston Villa 3-0. Fantastic one for Liverpool. That is talking about Jurgen Klopp and his boys. 3-0. That is a big morale booster. 45 more minutes to play in the game between Arsenal and Manchester United. We can see the managers and the players, they're back on the screens. And I have it with me in the studio, Yemite, who happens to be a Chelsea fan. But I won't begin to that Chelsea game yesterday. Let's stay put to this game today. Yemite will see the first half between these two teams. It ended 1-1. Fantastic football played in the first half. And we're approaching the second half any moment from now. What are your expectations going into the second half?
Yeah, from a first half that was filled with end-to-end stuff. We saw Man U come with their conventional diamond formation, but we see that sometimes you see Man U come up with that formation and they go all attacking. Sometimes they just sit back and wait to counter. And I think Ten Hag is just a smart coach to see that when you play an informed Arsenal at their home, you just have to sit back, read the game, and try to hit them at their weak spot. And it was just a very disappointing one for them to concede after scoring barely a minute or two.
Just
what it does in football is you come from a comfortable position to a very, very fearful position. You get scared. Yeah. You won't get settled in life next 5 to 10 minutes because the least thing you want to expect is for your opponent to respond immediately. And this second half, I'm sure Ten Hag, being a disciplinarian, would have done some corrections. And let's just hope that Man U can actually take the game to Arsenal this time. Because it has shown that Arsenal has not been able to really take advantage of the fair share of ball possession like Chelsea did yesterday. Like we are seeing an upgraded Chelsea.
Okay, it's not always about you taking ball possession. Let's see response. Early response in the second half is very much important in this game. And let's see which team between Arsenal and Manchester United are going to give us that early response in the second half. 46 minutes already in this game. We approach at 47 minutes, which leaves us with 44 more minutes to play in the second half. And I can see my Arsenal and Manchester United fan in the studio. They are looking relaxed. You know, it's always everybody's always looking relaxed when the game is about starting. And it's the second half is just starting, so you know, momentum is high right now, and the expectations is high. We are in the 46th minute, approaching 47 minutes, and it's just like the way the game started in the first half. Both teams are still sizing each other and trying to call each other out. It's still Manchester United playing within their own defense and trying to approach Arsenal or trying to force Arsenal to come out. You know, we've seen massive game in this game, no doubt. You know, massive attack, massive defense. Though it hasn't really been an end-to-end stuff. It has been a game. Both teams are actually cautious of each other. You know, they don't want to go at each other. We've seen Arsenal after that counter-attack they conceded to Manchester United, which led to the opener in this game. They've actually played more conservative football, not the regular way of them sizing Manchester United and going all out. Do you think that goal and losing it to counter? We've seen Manchester United in this game. All they wanted to do was just hit Arsenal on the counter, and it's worked already for the first goal. Do you still see Arsenal, you know, giving out that kind of opportunity?
Yeah, I think Arsenal can still give out that kind of opportunity. Why do I say that? Because this is not the vintage Arsenal team we saw last season that is high in confidence. This Arsenal team is not high in confidence. Now, when you see them, they make unnecessary mistakes sometimes. Okay, from the first half, look at that goal Kai Havertz lost. He has no business being anxious to play that ball. He was too anxious, so he had a miss kick, and which led to them losing a golden opportunity which could have shaped the direction of the game. So what Arsenal is doing now is, you know, it's still early times in the first half. They can still settle to try to take the game, play both half. But when it starts getting to 70-something minutes, now pressure will mount. Coaches will start to take risks. Now, at that point, they can get exploited. So it's still very, very possible.
You see, when you have the right players for your tactics, I think it's going to work. So I still see them conceding a goal with the same counter they did in the first half.
And that's Arsenal in the Manchester United balls, but off to a corner kick.
That's
the
a goal
fantastic
kick.
Martinez,
Yes,
and the referee is giving that as a goal kick.
Bocha.
Martinelli hasn't really looked.
Wow.
Oh, that was Anthony with the defensive duty there. And that is one thing Manchester United fans actually rate Anthony for. They say if he's not getting the goals, at least defensive work is top notch. Probably from an attacking winger, they'll be turning him to a defensive player. Probably be playing the right back position for Manchester United very soon, because it's looking more like the defensive duty is actually top notch. We've not really seen much from Bukayo Saka in this game. Tunji, what do you think is actually the problem? Is it Dalot looking fantastic and attacking or tackling Bukayo Saka very well?
Dalot is not a player that can
But we've seen it in this game. You know, we've not really seen Saka in this game. He hasn't really been enterprising like the Saka we used to know.
No, as you can see, Bukayo Saka is trying to create space. So playing this kind of game now, you can't expect Bukayo Saka to go and be attacking all the time. So you have to come back and play with his team.
You see, when you are playing other teams, when you are playing a player like Saka, you have to give him, you have to make the match unbearable for him. You don't allow him play his game, because he's I see him as the game changer. Apart from Odegaard in Arsenal.
And that's Arsenal on the attack. With that beat is Odegaard's second goal, boy. He hits a block of man there, and it's off to an Arsenal throw-in. And say Arsenal who are with the ball possession. We've seen 5 minutes of action in the second half. That means we've seen 15 minutes being played in this game already. 40 more minutes to go. It's the Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Both managers have refused to make a early substitution in this game. Let's see if there'll still be a substitution, or they'll go the Mourinho way or Pep Guardiola way of not making a substitution in a game. Let's see if that's possible in this game, no doubt. But it has really been a big battle between Martinelli and Wan-Bissaka in this game. Yeah. And, you know, Wan-Bissaka has looked, you know, like top notch. He has actually taken the battle to Martinelli, and Martinelli have not really beaten him in this game.
Up to now, Martinelli has been defeated by Wan-Bissaka. Up to now, I can't talk about later, but up to now, up to this 50 minutes,
And finally, that's Manchester United eating one on the counter, but Eriksen couldn't keep that in play. 51 minutes of action already in this game. Still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Straight to you, Mate. Do you still think there's a goal in this game, or is a game that will be ending the way it is?
Yeah, I still think there are goals in this game because the two teams are not playing as if they just want to stay put at the defense and just be pragmatic. But with the way it is, the fire they started with in the first half, it's not the same thing they came in with in the second half. It has been a very calm second half. Just trying to be careful. But when time goes by, and in the process of time, pressure will begin to increase, and you begin to see desperation coming up. Like, oh, we need this 3 points. We need this. We need that.
And there's going to be mistakes too.
And Arteta has learned from an all-attacking boss. So I think he will want to throw.
That's Arsenal the attack right now. Let's see what they're going to make out of this. Martinelli against Wan-Bissaka, but he's taking that and looking. I don't know when he'll be removing Martinelli from his pocket, because he has ate Martinelli for the past 53 minutes of this game. 53 minutes of action already. We're approaching 54 minutes, and that's another tackle from Wan-Bissaka. Like, if there's one thing Wan-Bissaka is very good at, it is the one-on-one situation. No doubt, it's the best right back in EPL.
During our preview, when Wan-Bissaka was coming to this game, I saw him pocketing his 2-1. So I was asking him that what was in his pocket. He said one is Martinelli and the other.
To be candid,
and that's a chance for us now, but that chance wasn't going to eat or tile. Actually, going to put Nana in problem there. Manchester United were able to clear their lines, but see Arsenal trying to eat one, and they're still trying to orchestrate one from the midfield. And fortunately, it's off to a Manchester United throw-in, goal kick, and that was a bad hit from Saliba. And I can see Tunji with that he wasn't expecting that. Tunji, it's looking like you are settling or you're praying for a full-time draw right now.
I'm not playing for full-time draw. You can say I'm playing Man U now. Check out the ball possession.
Okay, so check out ball possession away from EPL right now to the Italian Serie A, where we have Inter Milan playing against Fiorentina.
And that's a good chance
for Manchester United. That was a good that means second goal. It's all for a corner kick. Oh, that was a bad one from Rashford. I expect Rashford doing better right there. He should be scoring that. That was a clear-cut chance for Rashford.
But you applaud the keeper too.
Oh, I have to applaud Ramsdale there. That was a fantastic save for him. But Rashford should be doing better there. And we can still see Manchester United on the attack front. They aren't squared of that, and they're into the Arsenal box. But there are so much bodies there, and that will be going in for a goal. And it's Manchester United. It's Arsenal who are on the back foot right now, and Manchester United trying to counter and play better than Arsenal in this second half. We've really, Tunji, I'm going back to you. We've seen more of Manchester United in this game. It's looking like Manchester United are playing, or they've opened an annex at your Emirates Stadium.
No, they have not opened an annex. You can see also.
We are not seeing it. You are just saying we can see.
There's no
evidence.
No evidence. That's my striker.
They are also a big team, so they are going to try their best.
Okay, you can hear that.
On the sideline warming up.
And that is Oshland warming up, and any moment from now, probably the same in the second half coming in for Manchester United. We've not really seen, Martial in this game. Probably Oshland will be coming in to give, a good account of himself in this game, and that's Arsenal with the ball possession, and they're into Manchester United defense, trying to create another training ground routine, but Manchester United had their own options there. It's still Arsenal with the ball and into the Manchester United defense. Let's see if that's going to be a goal, but Manchester United were able to clear that off the line. Mate, Oshland is warming up. Yeah. What do you expect him coming into this game, and if he should make his way into this game, what do you expect from him?
Yeah, what I expect from him is presence. Because Martial has not really made his presence felt in this match. Yeah. First, you need to make your presence felt. Because when the opponent is aware of you, then the fear starts. Yeah. then you see, when you have a good striker, it's like a -2 for the opponent because they want to keep him under wraps. That means your defense will not join the attack, and that will reduce the attack.
Look at Saliba. Look at Saliba not minding his business. He's coming out because the striker presence is not being felt. Just wait till Rasmus is on the field.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't forget, this is just his first game.
Okay,
and
wait.
He's
no
still
pressure.
new to the Premier League.
Yeah, no pressure.
Okay, no pressure. 56 minutes of action has been played in the game between Arsenal and Manchester United. We're after the 57 minutes, and this is a Arsenal corner kick. And let's see, will there be the second goal? We can see Saka with the ball there, and he chose to go wide into the midfield. And it's still Arsenal on the ball right now. They're still trying. They have a wall to beat there. Good hit. Would that be a shot? But he chooses to go wide. Oh, and that was a good clearance from Bruno Fernandes? Yeah. Good clearance there from the Arsenal.
You see, this guy is not having enough work. They are showing him he's not having enough work. Masha is not giving it to him. What?
Okay, straight to other centers and talking about the French League 1. We have Nice. In that game is in the 80th minute against Strasbourg. It's Nice leading 2-0 against Strasbourg right now. In Germany, Bundesliga, RB Leipzig has taken the lead against Union Berlin. That game is in the 57th minute. It's 1-0. While in the Italian Serie A, Inter against Fiorentina is 0-0 in the 16th minute. Torino against Genoa is also 0-0 in the 16th minute in that encounter. And back to our focal game, talking about the game between Arsenal and the Manchester United. Arsenal currently have a free kick, and we can see Martinelli is standing on that ball. He's about to take a free kick into Manchester United defense. Let's see if this is going to be the second goal. Yeah, mate. We've seen. I'm bringing two goalkeepers to you right now. Talking about your own goalkeeper, talking about Robert Sanchez after this corner kick, and that's a good one from that's a good free kick from Arsenal. But Manchester United were able to clear their lines. Robert Sanchez, we've seen him in EPL for the past 4 games for Chelsea, and we are seeing Onana also for 4 games for Manchester United. At the point, Onana could be going to Chelsea. Don't you think Chelsea actually missed going for Robert Sanchez?
I think. That should be a penalty.
That is a penalty to Arsenal. In the 58th minute, Arsenal has won the penalty. And it's about when Wan-Bissaka.
It's not the black sheep people were shouting.
Harvard has won Arsenal a penalty there. And that's one of the things, that's one of the disadvantage of the tackles from Wan-Bissaka, It goes into tackles.
No, in this.
Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. You're in the box. It's a minimum foul there. It's a minimum. There's a minimum touch there. No doubt.
Very clear penalty. That's
no. There's a dive in there.
I want the VR to interfere in this.
It's actually dive. Let's see if VR will check it out.
If the VR is not checking,
that should be a yellow card to
if the VR is not checking, I don't know what to say.
Because that's looking more like a diving, and we can see VR actually
yes,
there's a VR check there. There's a dive in there. It's actually.
This is not a penalty. How would you?
It's not a penalty.
What's this? This is not a penalty. How would you?
See, you can
There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's no contact. There's no contact.
There.
The VR should award this as a penalty.
Is close, but there is actually a minimum and a maximum touch for it.
But I'm not saying any touch there.
There's no touch there. There's no contact.
Let me.
Sorry. I have
Now, if I were to be the referee, that would be, I would rescind the decision.
Okay, you can hear that. Yes. And that is the referee going to the monitor to check that. And let's see what his decisions will be. We can say
I think it's obvious.
Arteta is looking, looking dejected that he's going to the monitor. But that looks like a dive to me. Kai Havertz actually dived there, and that should be a yellow card to Kai Havertz. And I could see Tunji was looking happy when they won that penalty. But it's not really about you winning penalties. It's about you winning it, in
a clean way,
gently, and winning it in a clean way. That was actually a clean. That was actually a clean take, and that was a dive. No doubt. The leg wasn't on.
Why is he stretching his leg?
Why would he stretch? Is he not a defender? Why would he stretch his leg? What are you saying? There's no contact.
There's no contact.
No penalty. What are you saying?
No penalty.
Yes.
You can hear that from the referee. That was a good call from the referee. No contact. But I expect that should be a yellow card
for Kai
Havertz. But the referee is not giving that yellow card.
No, it
won't give it back
because there was a close contact there. But
that was actually a dive. There was no contact.
The thing is, when you are running in between two defenders and you are trying to put your leg off foot, avoid contact. There's a minimal contact. That's why I started with the minimal and maximum contact. So that contact is not enough for him to now go down like that for a penalty. But since he has been cancelled, that won't be a yellow card for a guy.
Okay, that was a minimum contact and not good enough to be a penalty there for Arsenal. Let's see Arsenal step back in this game. We've not really seen much from Bukayo Saka in this game. It's a throw into Arsenal. And let's see who's going to take that throw. It's Benjamin White. Havertz hasn't really lived up to the expectation. 65 million pounds was actually spent on this man. 65 million euros was actually spent on him. Not refundable to Chelsea. But he hasn't really bring that spark that we saw in Bayern Leverkusen. The last time we saw that spark from Kai Havertz was at Bayern Leverkusen. And do you think he can really live up to expectation, or is he playing at his best in EPL?
And the thing is, when you look at his Chelsea career, many of the times he was played out of possession and position. So when you now compare to Bayern Leverkusen, you will see that the gap is huge, because in Bayern Leverkusen he was playing a different league in his right position, and in a different league he was played out of position. So we need a particular club, Arsenal, to play him at the right position. Let's see how he fares for the next maybe 2-3
And that's Arsenal the attack right now. Would that be a second goal for Arsenal? But it takes one too many men. And let's see if he's going to make this. It takes a run, but that was fantastic. And that's a good thing. And that was an easy one for Onana there, who strikes the ball immediately for a counter-attack for Manchester United. Let's see if Rashford is going to eat that, and Rashford is on that against Saliba. Let's see, takes it back to the midfield, and still Manchester United on the attack right now, very close to the Arsenal defense. And Arsenal is actually trying to push Manchester United back to the midfield, but still Manchester United taking all their time and owning Arsenal in Arsenal half of the stadium. I'm very sure Arsenal fans will have their hearts in their mouth right now, because they are not looking, they are not looking like the team that might take the day in this game. We've seen 63 minutes of action already in this game. It's still
check on an Arsenal fan.
It's still 1-1 between Boston and straight to the ball possession. Manchester United has 51% of ball possession, while Arsenal has 49% of ball possession. We've seen a total shot of 12 from Arsenal, while we've seen 6 goal attempts from Manchester United. Total shot on target from Manchester United is 2, while Arsenal also has 2 shots on target. Off target, Arsenal has 10 shots off target, while Manchester United has 4 shots off target. We've seen total number of 11 corner kicks in this game. 2 to Manchester United, 9 to Arsenal. Total pass completed already in this game is 312 to Arsenal, while 335 to Manchester United. That's been a game, fairly dominated by Manchester United, no doubt.
Yeah, Manchester United is beginning to come to the party. You see, when you see tacticians like this, both Ten Hag and Arteta, you can't say first half, the way they play the first half will dictate the rest of the game. You can have a plan for the first 30 minutes, next 15 minutes, first 10 minutes. You divide the match times into tactical positioning. So when you just have to wait and see what they will serve us today.
And that's Arsenal the attack right now. Let's see what they're going to make out of this. It's 1 against 3-1 Manchester United defenders, and that's Kai Havertz on the ball. He takes his time. He's not in a rush to release that, but he finally released that to the Arsenal midfielder, and still Arsenal the attack. Oh, that's a pull out with that beat, but it's a corner kick to Arsenal right there, and we can see a yellow card be flashed. Let's see who is getting that yellow card. He's looking Martinez. Martinez, I've always been complaining about one thing about Martinez, the way he goes into tackles, and that is one of it. It's always rough, the way he goes into tackles. I don't really know why he hasn't been getting that red cards for this tackles, because
you see, maybe we have been lacking that kind of bite in our.
And Inter Milan
are just taking the lead to Ram. Their new signing, that's the son of the legendary Thuram. See, Harry Maguire is coming in for Manchester United. The former captain, fantastic player for Manchester United.
Fantastic, 80 million.
Oh my God!
Why today? The Three Lions captain He captained them to the FIFA World
Why
Cup
so
and
much
also
hype?
the Euro,
Why,
the
please,
finals
why
of
so
the
much
Euro.
hype on Maguire?
No,
Please,
no,
I don't
no,
understand. Why so much hype? Please.
Oh, that was a sweet
That
header
was a
for
good one
Thuram.
from Thuram. Fantastic goal for Thuram to give Inter
That was a
Milan the
bullet
lead
header.
in the game against Fiorentina. And you can see the happiness on the Inter Milan manager talking about Inzaghi. So happy there to take the lead, you know, the Serie A. Ojlund making his debut for Manchester United in the 66th minute. He'll be testing the blood in England right now. The EPL, you know, he'll be replacing Anthony Martial, who has actually looked good. And let's see if Ojlund will actually be the man to take Manchester United. The last time Manchester United had a striker very good in EPL was Wayne Rooney. That was the last striker to actually light in the EPL for Manchester United.
That goal was so hot that Fiorentina had to go for water break. And then down to Ojlund. Ojlund is a young lad. I just think that the signing is
I will also see Harry Maguire. He has been thrown into the game. Let's see who is replacing. I just hope that is what's it called, Martinez.
See,
I have to bring one thing to you.
Okay.
It's not always about Martinez being injured. This is not like the second time I'm seeing what's it called, the manager. Yes, it's Martinez. Confirmation is Martinez going out for Maguire. Yes. This is like the second time we've been in the studio and Martinez took a yellow card and Eric Ten Hag removes him. Yeah. Is it like he's scared of him getting a red card? If he's talking about his tackling, I'm always about that. He doesn't time his tackling. Yes. Just go into those tackles and it's always expensive one for Manchester United.
Dangerous one. So.
Dangerous one. And that is our style. That was close. That would have been a second goal. Fantastic shot from Martinelli. He's looking like he's coming out.
Come out. That was not even Wan-Bissaka wing.
No, that's a fantastic shot from him. That's a fantastic shot.
I wasn't complaining about the shot. I was just he mentioned being coming out of Wan-Bissaka pocketing. So I was talking about that.
So when you look at the Martinez issue, he's too aggressive.
We see another yellow card in the game already. Nana is getting a yellow card for time wasting. The game is in the 68th minute already. Still Arsenal 1.
Why is he awarding Monana a yellow card for time? Why will he be wasting time? They just play the corner. They just play the corner kick.
Okay.
He didn't want to pass to my guy. He told him to go to
Anthony Taylor, which is the referee for today,
would have given him
would not be giving him a yellow card if he didn't waste time.
That is justice. Yeah. Okay, away from that to other centers, the game between Nice and Strasbourg in the French League 1 is in the 90th minute. It's still 2-0 in favor of Nice. And then the game in the Bundesliga between Union Berlin and RB Leipzig is RB Leipzig leading 1-0 against Union Berlin, who has actually earned himself a red card in that game. That game is in 69 minutes. Union Berlin are one man down already with RB Leipzig leading in that side. In the game between Inter Milan and Fiorentina is 1-0. That game is in 28 minutes. And the game between Torino and Genoa is 0-0 also. That game is also 28 minutes. And back to our focal match, talking about the game between Arsenal and Manchester United. We're in the 69th minute, approaching 70th minute of this game, and the ball is there. It's been played on the right wing, and we can see Martinelli against Wan-Bissaka. Let's see, finally, is he going to have one against Wan-Bissaka? But he chose to go back to his man, and it's Arsenal trying to eat one, but that was a wrong.
And looking at Kai Havertz today, honestly, apart from that means he has not been bad. He has not been bad. He has been in the game. I'm talking about Martinez. Lisandro Martinez. You see, when a player cannot control his temper, he's too aggressive. Even the friendly matches Man U played, some players were busy complaining.
Yeah, Bellingham
and
the other guy.
He goes in too aggressive. Because when you are playing football is first a sport game than what you want to get from it. So you don't have to go with axe and double barrel and
it has always been his style. His nickname is the Butcher. We bought him for that. I think we are always lacking. My defense, I've always been saying it. We've always been lacking that kind of player of like Vidic.
Yeah, okay. Now, Vidic is not a butcher.
Yes,
Vidic
but
is an aggressive defender.
He doesn't.
But
see, you are just saying this because maybe we are calling him the Butcher. It's just a nickname.
Listen.
Everybody knows Martinez for his aggressive play.
Listen.
So as Vidic.
Listen. You can be aggressive and avoid cards. Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Carvalho at Chelsea was aggressive. You want another example?
Yeah. Okay, see.
Relax.
Wait.
Let
Boy
me
is
give
going
you
to
examples.
learn. Don't forget he's still going to learn.
You see, it's not about learning. It's something that you need to control yourself.
Control your
Because
anger.
football is 11-man game. People get sent off. Now, this game, they will miss him. Because he's better playing ahead of Maguire. That's why he's better than Maguire right now. That's why he's playing ahead of him. Now he's out because he got a yellow card and the coach is scared. And you can't blame him. Is he the only first centre-back that will get a yellow card and play with a yellow card for the rest of the match?
Okay,
So he needs to work on his...
Okay, some 1 minute of action has been played in the game between Arsenal and Manchester United. Still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. We've seen 2 substitutions already. That's Rashford with the ball. Would that be the second goal? Let's see if Arsenal were able to clear the line.
I always say Ben White is customer.
Oh, you can
No
say
doubt.
that again. Ben
No
White
doubt,
has
he's
actually been
customer.
Rashford's customer in this game. And straight to our comment section, we have Solomon Joseph. My Arsenal fans said they will show Manchester United. You say Jesus, they Arsenal. Please help me ask which Jesus? You should be precise. Wow. Is it Gabriel Jesus or which one?
Gabriel.
Okay, Gabriel is what you are talking about. And when you have Angel Gabriel and Jesus, playing together or having both of them on a one name, let's see if Gabriel Jesus will be coming into this game. It's 72 minutes of action already. Still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Both goals courtesy of Rashford and Martin Odegaard in the first half. The second half has not seen any goal already at all for the past 20 minutes. We've been in the studio. Straight to the comment section, we have Quilland, Vamos United. I'm sure that is a Manchester United fan. Let's see if Manchester United will be having that first victory at Emirates Stadium in a long time, because they'll be looking like to end that. Well, for the past 7 games, they've not seen a victory at Emirates. But you guys have not also seen victory at Old Trafford. Yeah. It's a fortress ground against each other. Yemi, you happen to be a Chelsea fan. Obviously, this game, is there any chance for Chelsea against this team this season?
Of course. A massive chance. Because the thing is, see, you are predicting...
He's going to be Arsenal for sure.
Let me tell you
Arsenal,
this.
sir.
He's going to be Arsenal for sure. All right.
Do you want me to talk now?
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Now, do you notice one thing, that Saka has not been the Saka we knew last season? Yeah. Because now they've known him to be one of the marquee men. Now, when you look at a team like Chelsea, you don't know the danger man. You don't know who to mark out.
Because there's
These
no danger
teams
man.
are easily predictable.
Does Chelsea even have danger man?
Once you know that,
key player.
listen, it is different for you to say this man is playing 9 and this one is the one that can do the damage. Who can do the damage for Chelsea now? We don't know. Some days Sterling will come to the...
And that's a good one for Manchester United. They're attacking right now. Rashford on the left wing. He's facing against his favorite player. He's into the box. Oh, but that's off. And he couldn't hit the target.
Look at the presence of the striker. We just talking about.
He has actually have a good day, a fit day against Ben White. Yema, it's coming to you. What do you think Ben White actually needs to do to attack or to defend against Rashford in this game?
Now, the thing is, he should not give Rashford any space. Because once you give him a glimpse of a space, he's a pacey player. Once you allow them, you give them space, they pace you off. And Ben White can't take him on the pace side of the game. So you just have to use positioning. You keep positioning yourself in
and
a
that's
way
last
that
time
you
it's
can't
on the
run
counter.
at you.
But Manchester United defense were up to the task. We've seen more of Anthony playing more of defensive, working more with the defenders in this game than him doing anything good at the attack side of Manchester United. But it's Manchester United playing more in the midfield right now. We're in the 74th minute. We are approaching 70.
They are tired.
You can see.
Yeah, we are giving them now. It's us like this.
You can hear that
from but we've not make any sub.
Yeah, I don't know why your coach is not making any substitution, because this 75th minute, is he overthinking it? Is he tweaking the substitution? Is he tweaking the formation and not making substitution?
This Arsenal are not playing badly. They have not just gotten that right opportunity to score. They are not playing badly, actually. So when your team is playing well,
okay, see Arsenal finally.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I think
one defender.
Yeah, I think maybe Ben White is going to come out.
What's happening with Jorginho?
Yeah, Jorginho is now third in the setup.
Should he be looking
Gabriel.
for? Oh, that is
Gabriel coming in.
Ninketia going out
For Gabriel Jesus.
for Gabriel Jesus.
Can see
Let's
now.
see what Gabriel Jesus
Can
will
see,
be
come
bringing
on.
to this game. That's just looking like a 3-man substitution
Can
for
see.
Arsenal in the 75th minute. For the next 50 minutes, Arteta is going
Zinchenko
all out
out.
with his very best player. Let's see what Fabio Vieira and Tomiyasu are going to bring into this game.
Yasu.
Oh, the fantastic right back at the day, no doubt. And we can
I
see
think that was just-
Kai Havertz is going out, and this is his 4th game, still looking for his 1st goal for Arsenal in the EPL. Is it looking like it will be equally that record of Modric at Chelsea? Because Modric is still looking for his 1st goal at Chelsea. 18 games, 18 EPL games.
He's a midfielder.
He's a midfielder.
When you ask
But Modric
for
is not a
too much
striker.
from a player,
Modric is not a
no,
striker.
you see, now it beckons on what the Chelsea faithful should be expecting. Now, when you get an attacking player, the number one reason is to contribute to the attack, not just to score. Now, the expectation now in modern day football, and many young chaps coming up supporting teams, that they call them the Gen Zs.
And that's Manchester United attacking right now against Arsenal, and they're into the balls. Rashford, but he fortunately lost
You
that
see,
ball.
there's
and Ramsey
something
is
about
with that.
about Chelsea fans. There's always excuse for each player they sign.
Yes.
When they are signing,
I've seen you today give an excuse
for
Anthony.
who?
Yes, for
But
Anthony.
you know Chelsea have many players to give excuse for.
The thing is this.
That's what I'm just saying.
The thing is this. When Nottingham Forest signed 20-something players, they were struggling. It had to take
And
them.
that's Arsenal with the ball. Rashford, Sakai is in the box, but he fell down. But the referee is not going to, Anthony Taylor is not going to have any of that. And Manchester United were able to clear their lines. 77 minutes have been played in this game. We are approaching 78 minutes.
And that's a counter.
Manchester United eats on the counter. And that is Rashford. Let's see if he's going to beat his man right now like he did in the first half. Oh, it's beat that. Oh, it went for a call. But that curve wouldn't be making
Why is
it.
Rashford not
And
passing?
that
Why is not playing with the
went
striker?
straight into the hands of Ramsdale there. How will you rate Ramsdale's performance in this game? You know, he has actually looked strong in this game, no doubt.
Yeah, you know, when there's competition, you improve your standard, you improve the quality you bring
Offer.
to the field of play. So,
And Ramsey have replacement now, so
And
you have
then-
to buckle up.
and we know Ryan from Brentford. He's also a good goalkeeper. And one thing is, when you lose your shirt here, the other one can take it and not drop it. That was what he did to
Leno, yeah.
So somebody too can do it to him. So he understands that he needs to be on his toes.
Even when Arsenal went ahead and bought this man.
And on the Modric
Turner.
issue, when you now look at it, even Nottingham Forest, it took them more than 6 months to get. Now these guys have just been together. How many more playing months?
Now
together?
I'm seeing Chelsea.
So,
I'm seeing Chelsea people
now,
comparing themselves
looking
with
at
Nottingham Forest, taking excuse from. I'm telling you that Chelsea
Now,
man always
you know
have
one
excuse.
thing about
Forest.
the Gen Z followers, they don't understand the direction of football. When Guardiola came to Man City, the first season he didn't win anything. That didn't take anything away from him because he was trying to assemble the squad
And Guardiola
look
signed
for
20
who
players,
will go and who will stay. Pochettino just signed in. He didn't meet a united team. He didn't meet a team that has been playing together for 3-4 years together. He met a team that is just coming together in less than a year. And you want him to perform magic. It doesn't work that way. Patience is a very, very good painkiller.
The patient
Yeah.
dog.
The patient dogs eat the fattest bone.
Yes.
That was before, but right now, if you are the patient dog, you might not see any bone. And that is Arsenal not looking patient at all. They're looking for their goal in this game, and it's a good cross from Arsenal right there, from left to right. And it's Arsenal. We are approaching the 90th minute already. Tomiyasu on the ball, and he chooses to drop that for. That was Fabio on the ball, and chooses to leave that up for his midfielder. And let's see what Arsenal are going to create out of that. And see Arsenal looking, see him calling for the ball. Give me the ball, and he's going to take. Let's see. After calling for the ball, he held on to the ball, chooses to go back, and that was Fabio on the ball. Arsenal
he's
is
even
are
more
they
scared
looking
now to
scared
take-
of taking
to
the
take-
crossing.
to take on Wan-Bissaka.
It's still Arsenal with the ball, and
You
they're
see,
taking one or
there's
two
no take on there.
with themselves, and that is one into the box. They finally mustered that courage to go into the Arsenal box, but Manchester United were able to clear their lines. And we can see a yellow card in the game between Florentina and what's it called? And Inter Milan.
What's
The
that?
yellow card is Ranieri, and it's Arsenal right now looking like they might get the second goal with that beat. Oh, that was a close one. Oh, you can't be using that word on air. And it's Antonio on the ball right now in his favorite position where he wants Manchester United. Well, will he be losing that? He's still
you know, there are
possession
times,
right there.
there are different times you get ringtones from people. Some in the other room, some when their club lose chances, you start hearing different ringtones. Well, it's one of those things in life.
How
Okay,
would
it's one of those
we
things that happen
be
in the
losing
game of
chances
football.
since and Arsenal just want to concede the only chances they've seen, only
No,
best
that
chances
is
they've seen.
that is game of football.
Yes,
for
I
you.
know.
That was
So
the
it
we
was
saw
because
Chelsea- we
see, it
saw
was
Chelsea
because
yesterday.
Man,
it
you
was
have
because this
not
Arsenal
had
guy
that
almost
kind of a chance since this second
It's
half.
what happened in football.
That was a point
Yesterday we saw Chelsea, play all the game yesterday.
Look at Jackson,
and just took
the
one.
boy
He
lost.
just took one chance for Elanga to score the goal, and I can see my producer, at the backstage. He's supporting
yeah,
Arsenal
as a
today.
player, I think,
looking at his ticket.
when you are
I just pray that book for
you have
him.
to be very
82
careful.
minutes
Because
already
you
been
can
played in
really
this game. It's still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. There's no evidence for whoever pick Arsenal or Manchester United to win. That evidence will wait until there's a goal in this game. No evidence to it will show at all. You go explain. 82 minutes been played already. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1, and they actually giving me a good birthday gift. I want a full-time draw for these two teams, and they're giving me that already. And it's looking like it's going to end the full-time draw the way I pray it to be. 82 minutes, we're approaching 83rd minute. Still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1, and don't forget those goals were scored courtesy Marcus Rashford and Martin Odegaard. Two fantastic players. One is the captain of Arsenal, and the other is a great striker, a great winger when it comes to playing for Manchester United and the English national team. And Arsenal are very much comfortable playing in their half, and it's looking like a game that might be ending a full-time draw. Both teams looks comfortable, trying to hold on to the ball or head on to the ball without much attacking powers. Arsenal went back to their goalkeeper, talking about Ramsdale. We'll be looking forward to eating or creating one more chance from the back. He chooses to pass that to his defender, and they're moving forward to the midfield. Let's see if Arsenal are going to actually muster out an opportunity to get a winner in the last 8 minutes of this game. 82 minutes already in this game. We're approaching 83 minutes, which should leave us 7 more minutes to play in regulation time, and we might be seeing close to 5 or 6 minutes additional time in this game. There's so very much time to play in this game, very much time to find a winner, very much time to score 2 goals in the game of football. There's no doubt. There's still a lot of time.
There's still time, and in this era whereby all the time wasted will be added, so we might be seeing longer.
And that was a bad one
What
from
is
Saka.
this?
Saka should be scoring that. A player of his caliber, he should be scoring that.
If
A
it
keeper
was Calvert-
a keeper of another caliber should be
No,
catching
it's not
that.
about Cali. No.
That's what you just mentioned of
That was actually
Saka.
that was actually a bad
What
hit
the
from
chance?
Saka. That was actually a bad hit
If
from
it
Saka.
was
Saka,
Havertz,
yes.
they would have had Z.
Yeah.
If it was Havertz, Kai Havertz, it would.
We
They
can
would
see
have
Manchester
want to
United are
have
making
Z.
2 substitutions right now. That is Lindelof and Anthony going out, and they'll be replaced by Garnacho and Evans, who will be making his second debut for Manchester United. Don't forget, he's a former Manchester United player and an experienced one at that. He played at West Brom also, and he has lots of EPL experience. Talking about Johnny Evans, he's back for his second debut playing for Manchester United. We've seen 2 of their 2 players, and we have 2 experienced central back on the pitch right now, talking about Maguire and Johnny Evans.
No, you have to define experience. Some can be bad, some can be good.
I don't know where you're coming from. And we can see Arsenal.
And that's a good
Saka couldn't control that, and still Arsenal on the attack right now, and they chose to go for a pull out with that beat, and it's looking like a corner kick, but no, they still keep that in play. Martinelli against his favorite customer, talking about Wan-Bissaka. He has fantastic one from Wan-Bissaka. He has to take Martinelli out of his pocket at the end of this game. He has Martinelli in his pocket, no doubt. 84 minutes already, and Martinelli hasn't beaten Wan-Bissaka in this game.
Yeah, we know Wan-Bissaka to be a good one-on-one defender, but one beats one defender. And when you look at it, since his days when he came from Crystal Palace, one of the players that Ten Hag has actually improved has to be Wan-Bissaka.
And that's a bad corner kick from Martinelli. that wasn't going to threaten Manchester United defenders, and Arsenal back in their half with all their men in the Manchester United side of the defense. But the Arsenal defender chooses to go back to Ramsdale right there, and Ramsdale is not taking, he's taking his time and chooses to pass that to his central defender, who is taking his time into the midfield. Let's see, they're back into the Manchester United center half, and they're taking their time. They look straight to their right side, and it's Martinelli on the ball right now against Wan-Bissaka. It has actually been a worthy challenge between Wan-Bissaka and what's it called, and Martinelli. While on the other side, Saka has actually been pocketed by Dalot also in this game. You know, it's like Manchester United defenders came in here. They've studied Manchester United. They've studied Arsenal wingers, and they've actually pocketed them very well in this game. We've not really seen much from Tunji in the second half. You know, he has really
that should have been what will happen in the pre-talk. Because when you have players like, thank you.
87 minutes of action already. Is Arsenal Manchester United with a chance. With this being the second, there was a push there. The referee is not having any of that, and he chooses to flash it, and he says let's play on. 87 minutes of action. We are approaching the 88th minute already in this game. It's still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. There was a flash of brilliance there for Manchester United, but that was the debut we are talking about for Oshlon. But the referee is not having that, because this is the EPL. It's a physical game. If you're a striker and you are not strong, you have to go and find yourself in another place, or you have to go and learn. You have to go and learn from Erling Haaland, who knows how to put.
But I think that's not a matter of having strength or not. I think Saliba has the upper hand of winning the ball in that area.
No, you know, in the Premier League, you don't have to have strength alone. We saw Aguero. It's not about strength. It's not about strength. Yeah. But what he did there, we can still forgive him for that. It's just coming to the Premier League, the toughest league in the world. And when we see over time, we begin to see maybe it's a non-refundable situation for Man U.
And that's an attack from Manchester United, and they are very well comfortable. That's is looking 1-1. Garnacho giving them the lead right now. In the 87th minute, Garnacho with the second goal for Manchester United. 2-1 Manchester United. 87 minutes, we are approaching the 8th minute already.
Let's go!
Fantastic goal. Arsenal defense was left open.
Look at my striker.
And
look at the presence of his good striker.
That's a good one from Garnacho. You know, he was looking for comfortable at Emirates Stadium, and he got Manchester United the second goal. Sorry, Tunji, but he's not his players. Still a lot of time.
Today,
and you can see the Arsenal players looking dejected, considering that goal. Let's see, VR will be checking that. 88 minutes is Manchester United 2, Arsenal 1.
You know, there's one thing about VR. After he has kissed the bag and all this,
that's what I'm just scared of right now.
Let's see. I don't think there's an offside here. Wow.
This is not an offside.
It's not an offside.
Yes, it's not an offside.
It's not an offside. He actually beat that man. He actually beat that man. But that was a good take from Garnacho there. You know, he actually beat his man. Let's see. No. There's no offside here. There's no
what
offside.
Is possible offside?
He's on the same position. I don't think that should be an offside.
Offside.
You can see it's an offside.
What is VR doing?
Offside.
After kissing the badge, and after almost somersaulting in front of the fans. It's a spectacular case.
That was removed from VR. You can see the rejection of Manchester United fans.
Tunji has mouth to talk.
And you can see
that offside.
They've not played anything in the second half. I've not really seen anything from Manchester United from Arsenal in the second half.
But you made mention of Arsenal being hurt from another counter attack, which we all have just seen again. Which I said it was going to happen. And we just happened again. I said when you have the right players and you have the right tactics you are going to implement.
Not about tactics. You can see that goal came from the attacking press of Arsenal defenders.
And from
it was going to the dying minute of the game.
It is a substitution being made by Arsenal already in this game. It's Martinelli out for Reis Nelson. We saw Nelson last season, came in with a flash of brilliance for Arsenal. Whenever he's been brought in as a late substitute, we saw that against, was it Southampton last season? Against Bournemouth, and he got those late goals for Arsenal. Let's see if he's going to be doing that in this game. Jesus has gotten a yellow card in the 90th minute. I will be letting the moment from now. We'll be seeing additional time by the referee. Let's see how many minutes will be added by the referee. We are in 90+ minutes already, and we can see Eric Ten Hag, he's looking, a whopping 8 minutes will be played. That means we'll be having a minimum of 8 minutes in this game. Tunji, is that too much, or is that too short for Arsenal in this game?
The 8 minutes is okay for us.
8 minutes okay for you to get a winner?
Yeah.
Olamide, what about you?
I think it's enough for us to grab a winner.
Okay, 8 minutes enough for them to grab a winner. And don't forget, this if this game should end 1-1, it will be the 8th game at Emirates Stadium, whereby Manchester United is still looking for a winner against Arsenal. They've not gotten a winner in 7 matches against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium, and it's Manchester United who are asking all the questions why Arsenal have not been able to provide answer sheets to them. We've not really seen much from Bukayo Saka in this game. Both him and Martinelli were actually handled very well by both the right back and the left back of Manchester United. Mike, is there any chance of Reguilon getting into the starting 11? Looking at the performance of Dalot in this game.
Yeah, Dalot is good, has been good this fixture so far, but you can't compare when you have the natural left there. Yeah. Because there are some crosses that I won't be able to take until it turns to his right. And it just depends mainly on the performance of Sergio. If Sergio can lift his game and play very well, there's no coach that will prefer a right-hand side on the left-hand side of the defense, except for makeshift.
You've seen 2 minutes of action being played already, 6 more minutes to go out of the 8th additional time, and it's Manchester United on the attack right now, but the referee is not going to have any of that, and he offers Odegaard a free kick. They decided an infringement right there, and Arsenal are taking all their time. They are not in a rush.
And it's half-time in Inter's game.
And it's half-time in the game between Inter and Fiorentina. Don't forget Fiorentina without their big midfielder, talking about the big man Amrabat, who joined Manchester United on loan. That game is actually Inter Milan 1, Fiorentina 0 at the end of first half. And we can see Barelli are getting a yellow card at the end of first half due to arguments with the referee in the game between Inter and Fiorentina. There are blood rushing in that game, but we can see that you can see Inzaghi telling his boys move into the dressing room so you don't get a red card, because that will be at the detriment of Inter Milan in this game. We can see the players being led by DiMarco going straight down the tunnel at the halftime of that game, and back to the game between Arsenal and Manchester United. The game, we've seen 3 minutes of action already. It's the Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1.
It seems your birthday gift to be very served hot.
Yeah,
I wanted to give you
and to the Chelsea fans like me, this is a very sweet result to behold. We love this kind of draws.
Imagine your club will feel win now.
Another club they wishing bad belly.
The banter has to continue. Thank you for watching. The
4 more minutes to go in this game. 4 more minutes for Arsenal to find the winner. 4 more minutes for Manchester United to find the winner. Or will it be 4 more minutes for this game to end a stalemate draw 1-1 between Arsenal and Manchester United? That will be a familiar draw between both teams, because we are used to both teams. It's living up to expectation. Deadly rivalry between Arsenal and Manchester United. Though a lot of these players will know about those rivalries, but those of us who watched the game in the 90s and early 2000s will tell you about those rivalries. The rivalry were fierce. Whenever you see Vieira against Van Nistelrooy, or was it the Arsenal former Manchester United? Oh, that's Arsenal on the ball right now. Let's see, they're into the box of Manchester United, but Wan-Bissaka is there to clear.
It seems that Tunji said could not do something. He's not the one pushing the attack of Arsenal. You see?
That's football.
And he forgot against Bournemouth last season that the same Nelson came to the rescue.
Just one match out of 38 games.
Okay, let's see if we'll be coming to that rescue again.
It takes 1 match to win the league.
94 minutes, we're approaching 95 minutes already in this game. It's still Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Arsenal asking the questions right now. It's looking like they are going all out to find a winner. Yes, they're playing at home. They can give their fans, they have the fans in the stadium, and they can give them all the momentum they need in this match. The lot of pressure has been soaked by Manchester United in this game right now for the last 2 minutes. 94 minutes already. We are very close to the 95th minute of this game, which will leave us with 3 more minutes of action. It's looking like we'll be settling for a 1-1 draw in this game.
Yeah, it seems so. With the setup of the Manchester United defense, it seems they are just going to just sit back and just try to run down the time. At least they are playing away from home.
And that was a
Getting
hit
a
from
draw.
Arsenal, but that's only threatening the goalkeeper, and that was a good hit from all their guard.
At least
And you
why
can see the Arsenal
cancel our
fans,
goal
they are
for
actually
offside.
cheering that up, but that is not going to threaten the Manchester United defense and goalkeeper. It's the Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1 in the 95th minute. 3 more minutes to go in this game. We can see Manchester United Arsenal fans, sorry, they are looking dejected and they are looking okay. But you have to settle with a draw. A draw is actually a good result against a good team like Manchester United. And that's
Playing
Manchester
at home, that's not the best.
And
that's
that
a
is a good chance for Arsenal. Declan Rice late into the game. Finally, Arsenal have the winner. What a good hit from Declan Rice there.
What a good way to get your...
What a good way to get your first goal for Arsenal. There
was a rough play in the box. Yes, there was a rough play in the box.
Good goal from Declan
Rough play
Rice.
from the box. Yeah.
Fantastic goal from Declan Rice late into this game. We are in the 96th minute. We can see the dejection on Manchester United players. Oh, for the 8th time.
Now,
Manchester United are still looking for that winning at Arsenal. Declan Rice got the goal, and he can only be him. You like the sweet, delicious rice, and he got that goal for Manchester United. We might be seeing 2 more minutes to play. I think the players should get back into the pitch. Good corner kick from Arsenal there. And I was still talking about them scoring late into the game. There was no rough play there.
Good goal. It was even an Arsenal foul, Arsenal player that was fouled. See.
That was a good one for him. Good
Look
hit.
at this.
Oh,
Johnny
off
Evans.
deflection of Johnny Evans. Wow,
There
that
was
was a
nothing
wicked.
he
No,
could
no,
do
no, no.
there.
Even Onana was at fault there. Onana was at fault.
No, you can't blame Onana for that. You have to blame the
it was coming straight.
defender. No, I don't want that. You have to blame the defender for that.
So why you blame the defender? Why can't
Why
you
would I blame the
You
defender?
can't blame Onana.
Yes, now.
It
Why
was
would
a
you blame?
deflected shot.
Yes, it was the defender's fault.
But
Why
we should blame.
No, you can't blame the goalkeeper. You should be blaming the defenders who are not even coming out to
Johnny Evans does not have any blame there.
The issue
Why is he
there
not having a blame? He's just standing. He's just standing and doing
no.
nothing.
You have to go and check the highlight. Who was supposed to mark Rice?
Manchester United won in the 97th minute. It might just be a game that might be ending, as expected. Another victory for Arsenal. You can see the Arsenal fans who have left the stadium already. Ramsdale won't be in a rush to kick that out. Don't forget, it was 8 minutes additional time, and we've seen 8 minutes being played already. Let's see how much the referee will be. How much minutes the referee.
act well enough.
Okay.
If we had
and that's Arsenal with another attack right now, with that being the third goal, and with that being the icing on the cake, goal!
That's John Evans.
And that is Jesus. with the third game, and like he predicted, he predicted 3-1, and finally we have 3-1 in this game.
That's what I predicted.
Tudi, you predicted 3-1, and finally we have 3-1. You can see Olamide is looking dejected.
Because we are signing an experienced defender. If you are taking up Lindelof and Martinez,
You can't tell me John Evans. You can't tell me John Evans is an inexperienced defender.
He's an experienced player supposed to mark that way. He's the only player. Why?
That is one against one.
Sure, but he could have done better.
Okay, the game between Arsenal and Manchester United is currently 3-1. We've seen 100 minutes of action being played already.
No more of Johnny
10 more
Evans
minutes
in
in
this
the
one. I don't want to see
second.
Johnny
10 more
Evans
minutes of additional time out of 9 minutes have been played.
What is
Good
this?
counter attack by Arsenal. I don't know why Manchester United is coming to my mouth, and that was a fantastic one. It's not in the offside position, and that is a good take.
What are you saying?
Fantastic
This is a one-on-one situation.
That is why he's a fantastic striker.
Why? Look at Johnny Evans. I am telling you, this is an experienced defender.
No, the question is, what would he do there?
I don't know.
He could have been patient. Look at it.
No, that's the only thing he can do there. No.
See, we all know Gabriel Jesus to be a dribbling player.
So what would Lindelof or Martinez have done there?
I think they would have been more calm in this situation.
You don't have to think.
I think they would have.
You don't have to think. What would they have?
They would have been more calm. Just simply as that. Yeah. Yes. Now.
It's Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1.
Why do you think?
9 minutes of action played already. And you can see the joy on Arsenal players. Ramsey running to the midfield. There, you can see.